Alright. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am One Man. This is my buddy Graf Zeppelin, and we are doing a yet another episode of reading the fanfiction of mine called A Fatherly Angel Odyssey of Tarkus. Also, once we are done with the various amount of episodes dedicated to this series, do consider recommending other ones to us. Depending
we'll
on
be well entertained with the options. Because yeah.
Because honestly, it's just like, who the fuck put Purple Heart smoking a blunt?
Me. I edited that. She looks perfect for that though.
Not gonna lie, that is definitely no cap.
Yeah. And ironically, that's why Lydia is not in this fucking stream.
Alright, so
Wait, we have another Odyssey.
I need to figure out where we stopped at last time, real quick.
CTRF and this. Wait. Oh, you won't let me fucking copy. Oh, okay. Hey, ladder's here.
Lighter, hell.
Yeah. That section there. Just CTRF on your browser. Taking a shit.
Nepgear's like, shut up.
Yeah, shut up. Yeah, that section actually.
I'm not turning to Super Saiyan, no cap. This shit is that damn tough.
Why are you missing in the toilet? That section there.
Are you sure? I thought it was the. I thought it was in we had completed the blonde club or whatever.
No,
Oh, you're right. You're right. My bad. My bad.
No worries. Yeah, I actually referenced the last stream.
Good call.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm gonna have to do for every other stream.
Yeah, because we
that mess.
not much. We've been doing a fanfic reading. Trying to get some people into the fanfic as a video project. I may have found.
No cat issue. Oh no.
Yeah, Lord, this is tough shit. Oh.
Why are you missing in the toilet? You should have at least finished it. Oh my fucking lord. This is much more entertaining than our last stream, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I bet you Taylor Taylor's gonna be what the fuck?
Okay, so that's where we're at. Okay.
That bitch.
There we go.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a sailor once. I said I wanted to be a sailor once.
Oh yeah. True.
If Lid remained in the Navy and somehow for some reason the Navy went to the moon, you could call him Sailor Moon.
Oh no.
Oh,
no cat. No cat, that would be just no.
Oh my god.
I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist.
Oh god.
The dad jokes.
Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an old one.
Yes, it is.
So I was on Instagram one day, right? And someone was drawing characters like from cartoons, cosplaying as anime characters. I probably got Sailor Moon.
Did you start
Yeah.
your stream, Zeppy, so I can watch the chat?
Okay.
Oh, you haven't yet? Okay.
Who's hot as fucking hair
No,
right now?
yeah. Yeah, chat's disabled.
Oh.
I did that for a reason, so.
Yeah. True. Yeah, that's my channel. There you go. Yeah, that is my channel. What are you doing?
Oh, duh.
Yeah, there you go. Lol.
I gotta drop weight again. Good lord.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
yes, you
lazy
do.
lately.
You
Yeah, that's
definitely.
the last one.
You and I both, Lita. You and I both.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Man.
Who was Deb Gear again?
Nepgear? Oh, that was me.
Yeah, okay. Because
Yeah.
you're both Nepgear and Tarkus on this case.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh yeah, let me go back and...
Got the German lad.
Eh?
You know the German kid? Wait, never mind. I'm thinking of my song else.
He's clearly high, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes! They're entertaining, actually.
He was
I
gonna
must say.
read the. Damn it! I was gonna go with a Afro Man reference, but that failed.
Ah. Alright, shall I start?
45s and 2 zigzags. Gonna put that fuck at the door.
Yeah. As soon as this,
went.
yeah, as
Gonna
soon as
smooth
this
that
chapter keeps on
tumbleweed.
going on, the Black Air Force activity.
I feel like every time he talks about black Air Forces, I think of Nelly's Air Force Ones.
Oh no.
Man, you want Black Air Force energy? Go watch Black Lagoon. Revy is a Black Air Force queen.
Yeah.
Like, I've never not seen her duck smoke.
There's
She
a re-
always coming up to somebody wants some shit.
There's a reason why she's one of the most popular waifus. I'm just saying.
That is true. I'll give you that. I like
Yeah,
how
she got Black Air Force
there's
energy.
the
Like, who else?
yeah.
Like, who gonna fix that gangster?
Yeah, we could just talk about fucking Black Air Force activity for the whole fucking podcast. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, we could always talk about that off screen too.
True. Alright, should I start?
Yeah.
True.
Alright. So I'm Nepgear, so shut up. I'm tired of you. Oh, fuck.
It's alright, man.
My throat, yeah, from all that laughing. Alright, shut up. I'm tired of hearing you talk and talk, Tarkus. Tarkus, oi! Don't parody my name without permission. Okay, I just went full Brit. Okay, why did I do that? Why should I even care about the feelings of someone who killed IF? Tarkus is psychotic glee. Then why do you still live, murderer? After all, the blood is on your hands, not mine, Nepgear. You're the one who runs her blade through people, however. That's the kind of Nepgear I want to fight. It is also the only kind of Nepgear that can win. Nepgear. No, I didn't kill IF. You did. You did by creating this stupid tournament. Nepgear and Tarkus with a sigh. By what twisted logic have you arrived at this conclusion? This doesn't prevent the fact that you made a bad choice, even though I did start this tournament. How would I determine whether you meet IF? You met IF of your own volition and killed in your own volition. Angry, bloodthirsty, hurt, betrayed. You killed IF and felt the greatest guilt possible. But then you realized that sick, hidden, sadistic psycho lurking underneath us all. The sheer pleasure of killing
That
innocents.
motherfucker crazy.
True.
Told you.
One man wrote a banging fucking story, I must say. Nepgear. No, stop it! I won't fall for these lies. Tarkus. They're not lies. They're uncomfortable truths. You're trying to redirect from the facts. that the truth hurts. The mad lunacy was going down. No, yeah, the mad lunacy that was going down was interrupted by two things: Uni firing a bullet between Nepgear and Tarkus, followed by a massive fist in Tarkus's face, of which Tarkus laughed his ass off. Oh, you could do this better than that, you may. Tarkus responded with a smile. I am not that easy to crush, however. I must be set at a limit of 6 max. No set of opponents after that is a good thing. Shall we begin?
By the way, did you get the joke for that?
Set at a limit of 6 max.
What else is a limit of 6 max in Neptunia?
Lily ranks.
That's actually 10 or 5. No, the amount of party members you can actually play in a lot of the Neptunia games. Like, oh, wait, no, that was... dang it, that was actually Fair Spencer. Whatever. Anywho.
Okay. No worries, you did write this chapter damn near 5 years ago. I'll forgive you. This led to an ultimate problem for the heroes. The arguments over who gets to fight him eventually Rom and Ram won out and were occupied and protected by their big sister. Blonde. White out. Oh, who's blonde again?
Well, originally I was doing it, but if, Little wants to chime in, he can do it.
Yeah, if you can find the page.
Is he...
I'm gonna do what?
You want to voice Blanc?
Chiming and do what?
Do you want to voice Blanc?
How the fuck did I do blonde? I don't know how to.
No,
I thought she was a white girl.
They're all white girls, except Krar. Literally,
True.
Krar is literally the only representation, and even that is dubious.
Yes, she might be Ganguro. Best.
She ain't no Yoruichi, man.
Oh gosh, she's the only She's the only dark-skinned female representative in that franchise.
Exactly.
True.
Exactly.
That is true.
To be fair, I really like Krar. It's just, yeah, no. It's the closest we get to, people of color.
I know, right? I mean, that's the closest to go get the chocolate. That's the best thing gonna get.
True. 100%.
Also, Machiko from the other anime, that girl right on the moped and shit. Machiko, she also dark-skinned sister. Ooh.
All right.
It's unfair to call her
I don't even date
go.
those black chicks, but I would date that one. Be real.
It's not really, now that I think of it, it's not really fair to call her chocolate. She's more of a caramel, Maybe a butterscotch, I don't know.
Well, at least I'm not calling her straight up Packy. Because I'm British, I could say that.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you want to...
Yeah.
Where do I find this blonde thing at?
Okay.
I gave you the
it's
fanfic.
Bling.
Now we have to get, ladies and gentlemen, we do have to get him caught up to speed
Oh
here.
shit, let me go find
There we go.
It's on Pixar?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pixar, there we go. And just CTRL-F and type in just copy and paste the Nepgear shot. Shut up as
Oh shit, I thought I missed it.
Oh, yeah, he definitely...
Yeah, you definitely did. Okay, this is the part we're on.
You say,
There we go.
here's the thing, you say I came up with a banger of a series.
It happens, I'm usually...
There we go.
You usually
Yeah,
catch
find
me
that
while
in the link.
intoxicated somehow.
True, you're always high. I must say.
You came up, we can, in fact, give you a break and not have you do it. It's up to you. It's just,
Yeah.
let us know,
Hold on, I'm gonna attempt it. Hold on, let me warm up real quick. Let me warm up. I'm intoxicated right now, but I'm gonna try.
Boy. This is gonna be good. This is a good stream. This is a good podcast.
Right. Only on our podcast will you guys get to hear us read fan fictions.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You say I have a banger of a story so far, but it gets crazier every single time. It's gonna get crazier and crazier and crazier.
Yes, that is true.
I guess one way he can go about it is if he watches the stream.
I'm tempted.
Mm.
You could just read it off of the stream.
I'm tempted now.
Oh, here we go.
You could probably, because technically you don't need. You don't. Whoa. Yo, let up.
Hold up.
This is a straight up reading. It doesn't need to be voices.
Yeah,
It's a.
you could just read
We're
it.
just straight reading here.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Lord.
I just.
If I'm bleeding that shit.
Oh God! You couldn't do that.
That's worse. That's somehow some way worse than Rom's English voice actress. No,
Oh
towel.
God! That's my pie, kid. Oh God!
It's so amazing how each of us can do a good Tally impression. Oh my God.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
Bring the towel.
Don't forget to bring
Towel.
I can't.
Towel from South Park. Holy shit!
You know what's funny?
Where were we?
We could probably do a full on.
We're at a poll. Don't forget to bring a towel to try off. Or you got the poll.
Like, we could do a fan dubbing of South Park and it may actually be the greatest thing ever.
Oh God.
Anyways. Alright. Why are you laughing and Sally?
It's Tuesday.
He's high as fuck.
Today is Tuesday.
God.
He was gonna read the Blanc, but then he got high.
This podcast is fucking amazing.
It's the best kind of trash fire.
Yeah. It's
I
like
was going to make love to you, but then I got high.
Exactly.
Dude, I was gonna eat your pussy too, then I got high.
You're not gonna say that the blind she looks like.
And I know why.
Why?
Yeah, cause I got high. Cause I got high.
Oh
Cause I got
no.
high.
Boy.
Is it bad that I know that song pretty much verbatim?
Yeah. Me too.
One time I was watching this one YouTuber do commentary on the Boondocks, and they talked Black History Month with Robert Friedman, and it was Rosa Parks episode where Robert was on the bus with Rosa, and they were like next to each other, right? And Rosa and Robert stood up to the cops, telling them to get to the back of the bus. They came out that bus like two.
Oh no.
Ow.
Yeah.
Nobody-
Nobody says that Empire Windrush was MV Monterosa. Yeah.
Like, I felt
And it was
that.
a German. Oh.
I fucking felt that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Me.
what we're doing
Okay.
with it is just a straight reading. We're not like doing voices or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you could
Why
find that
Tarkus?
section
Why?
and link.
I looked up to you as a writer. You're cool, bringing foreign concepts to all of us through words. What happened?
Tarkus, nothing of your concern. And you're blonde, so.
You might have lost the right to become the villain of my new novel.
Quite frankly, I'm a villain everywhere else. While it would not paint me to be considered a villain everywhere, I go and... No. Why is there no an and there? Huh. I still would like a better life. Regardless of good and evil, we all wish for the best for ourselves. I wouldn't mind being the hero sometime. The battle between Blan, Ram, and Tarkus was primarily weaponless in nature. Tarkus, as of now, refuses to use weapons. What are you, a fucking conscientious object or something?
Not more like it's more street brawling. It's reference to my bare knuckle brawling days and training for pro wrestling.
My God. Nor did he need to. He had a fighting style like no other, as if this individual research reached enlightenment, then descended to the human realm. Mhm.
And the end of all creation.
Yes. Tarkus used every technique out there to
Please take it
fight.
seriously, after all. That's the reason why we destroyed your towers and your power lines.
True.
You would be blessed if you had all come, especially Blonde.
Whoa! You're way.
So feel free to join us.
You're way.
You all know what you want. They even give with.
You are way behind. He's
Yes.
Oh, I know.
He's, well, yeah.
Oh, is he
He's
doing?
I know.
You're all blessed.
Oh,
Wait.
so he's voicing Tarkus out of entertainment. Nice.
Okay, he's back. Yay! This is the best shit dumpster I've been in. Thank you.
Down on the ganja.
So, all right. So his constant, simple yet brutal street brawling style. All right, there we go.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, simple yet constant street brawling stuff.
Yeah, on the link, I'm way behind. I'm on my phone right now.
Fuck. You gotta. There's no CTRL F find function as well. Oh, fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
There is-
nice to find that, yeah.
There is one way I just realized. If he goes on the live stream, he can look at the text that's on the screen. If he really needs it.
Good point. Good fucking point.
You got a point there, don't you?
Yeah.
There we
Good
go.
point. You got a good point there, don't you? Yeah. Look at that shit.
Back from the fucking.
Yeah, let me go find that show he too.
Okay.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
God damn it.
forget to bring up. God damn it!
When you get
Okay.
dressed, don't forget to bring a towel.
Okay.
Wipe yourself off from all the sweat.
Now you're giving me ideas of like adding Tally as fanfic DLC.
Oh no! What is he gonna do? Get Neptune high and fuck her?
You.
Hey, Neptune, you want to get high?
Oh my god.
I don't know what this shit is, but this is a good shit.
Oh my god!
Now, Tally and Flutie get high.
Oh fuck!
Now,
yeah.
Flutie speaks normal for once, and she asked Tally if she could buy weed from him.
Oh my
That's why
god.
she speaks so slow.
Imagine if she
That's
speaks.
headcanon.
Imagine if she speaks slow because she hasn't had weed.
Oh no! The fucking.
Oh, fuck that.
And then when she has weed,
She speaks normal, she had crack.
so she like speaks normal because she like takes drugs and she doesn't when she doesn't. That's fucking hilarious.
So you're basically saying she's retarded
Pretty much.
somehow.
I thought she
God.
was. I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw Flutie, I thought she was retarded, and I felt kind of bad that they even put that
Yeah,
in
I
the
thought she
show.
was genuinely autistic, like Mashiro, but no, Mashiro doesn't even count for fucking words.
I think she gets her intellect sucked out and sucked.
I know, right?
And then get put into Iris Heart.
Iris, come here, buddy. Come here, boy. Mama's gonna whip you. And then she ends up cuddling you instead. It's like, I'm genuinely be like, why the fuck are you doing this, Iris?
I mean,
Should I just rape you?
I wouldn't mind if Iris just started at
That's how I like them.
just stopped at like cuddling people. You know, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Fully grown Iris Heart cuddling people. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Anyway,
She's basically yeah. Okay. His constant, simple yet brutal street brawling style. His ability to dodge the most damaging attacks and fluidly transition between brutal strikes, such as the forearm to the throat, or following up with an elbow to the chin. Any to the solar plexus, obviously. And putting Blonde in with his arm into an elbow strike in the forehead, busting her open. While Roman Rab beat the piss out Tarkus, he knew of their futility. No matter how many times he was smacked by a wand, it did not matter. So instead, he turned his attention once more to Blonde. He was looking just roughed up and unclean as he was.
By the way, did you notice the fluidity of the general style? Like when you think of it like this, when you put a form to someone's throat, it immediately knocks up the chin.
Yep.
It's very tight and locked. Yeah. Anywho, Blonde lit us.
Christ, I got this. Christ, you're a monster. What is it that tethers you to survive the pain you required?
Tarkus. Simple hope, the hope of my friends and fans, who made my own life worth living again. Although my permanence and now hopes and dreams shall forever remain, and shall they remain through me, that's what I really care about, permanence, because if I achieve it, then I've finally rewarded all that friendship back to the fans, my people. The people who made life worth living after I lost my old man. I once sought permanence as a tribute to my old man's memory. Now I am fighting to solidify the memory of the people. Love all of you. Huh. And those who walk alongside me in my wonderful journey. The stated permanence I shall achieve exactly what they deserve: immortalization. Yeah. Alright, go ahead.
Blonde.
Hey there.
You guys need to scroll down on that because I'm watching the stream.
Oh,
Okay.
we're working on it. Alright, there you go.
Oh, let me see.
I highlighted it.
It's still on that shit. What?
Eh?
Well, I'm watching on the stream. Hold up.
There is a slight delay
Lovely.
on YouTube.
There it is. Okay, let's see. Okay, I got it. I've had enough of your cryptic statements. Words like permanence and moralization are confusing. And the way you say it. My advice from one author to another is to be clear and concise in your writing.
Tarkus, you know full well that I am quite concise in my writing. Don't confuse being concise with oversimplification. You, an author? How hollow and cheap. You're nothing more than a nerdy fanfic writer. Yet I love you nonetheless for it, so cute. Yeah. Oh god, they made Blonde sound like an old woman.
Oh, that's not cute. Okay.
Yeah, there you
Shut
go.
up!
Oh. He died. He'll be back eventually. Ram. Who was doing Ram last time? Shit.
You were doing Ram, I did Rom.
Okay, let's do that. Ah, shit. There we go. Alright, Ram. One-chan, don't let him provoke you by letting statements of your cheap tuning novels get into your head. Oh, connection acting. I'm okay. I'll do Blonde temporarily then.
Alrighty.
You want to be the first to be smashed, Ram?
Ram,
That.
you're not supposed to mention the fact that all of One-chan's novels are walking cliches and tropes.
Yeah, true. That part. You want to be the first to be smashed, Ram. Especially fucking Blonde saying that. That's a little bit sus.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alright.
I'm back. My connection fucked up.
Yeah,
that it
typical
did.
Discord things.
That it did.
That it did. Alright. Alright, let me go with my section. Actually,
Okay, for the record, out of all of the CPUs, I would low-key want to have her way with me. I low-key want Iris Heart, just because of the body.
Boy.
Yeah, same.
Boy, yeah, there you
And
go.
Fucking-
gimmick. Low key. Low key. Don't keep you playing me.
No,
Yeah.
I don't
You're-
blame you. But by the way, speaking of Iris Heart, later on there's a battle between
Alright.
Tarkus and Iris Heart, and I based it around the song from Devil May Cry 5 called Subhuman. So like Tarkus versus the way I imagined it is that Tarkus versus Iris Heart is basically having the OST of Subhuman from DMC 5. It's a great idea. Anywho,
yeah. Oh, he died. That means the connection is acting up again.
yeah, boy.
Okay. Okay. Wrong.
I highlighted it in blue.
Okay. Okay.
That's not a weird to say. I'm not saying that shit again. Let me channel energy of a Sasquatch child.
You want to be the first to be smashed, right? Nope.
No, we already did that part.
Yeah. Rom. And that'll be you, one man, I think.
I already did.
'Cause I did
Ramu.
Rom.
I already.
Okay.
So I said, Ramu, you're not supposed to mention the fact that all of Ne-chan's novels are walking cliches and tropes.
Okay. Tarkus, wow, you got burnt by Rom and Ram. Worse than you have by me. Your two sisters have a future in writing if only you followed their example. Tarkus remarked whilst smugly shrugging his shoulders. Blan responds by simply swinging her hammer force at Tarkus. Go ahead.
Later. Oh, wait, hold on. I'll highlight it for him.
Okay.
It's a Sunday!
Yes, there
Nice.
you go.
Well done. Well done.
A few inches away from Blan's hammer smashing Tarkus' face in, Tarkus used his left leg to kick Blan's wrist back and headbutts Blan on the nose. It disarmed Blan. Ron managed to land a strike of her own against the temple of Tarkus, busting him open. Tarkus, not bad, girlie. Now playtime's over. Tarkus summarily dispatched Rom with a brutal roundhouse kick to the side of Rom's skull.
I need
Yeah.
to.
Man straight
Wow.
up killed the kid, okay.
I mean, yeah, I mean, she's thankfully a CPU candidate, so I don't think she'd be dead.
Unless you had hidden a certain blade in hidden form.
Oh, you.
Somehow mounted to the boot, cracks through the
Are
fucking
you
skull.
making an Assassin's Creed reference?
Yes. Assassin's Creed boots with mini gearburn daggers just got cracked to the side of the head of each CPU. It's like,
Oh!
that could be a DLC weapon.
And ran with a needle of forehead.
Oh yes. or that fucking 50 BMG.
No, I was
Yeah.
reading. I was reading from the story
Oh, sorry.
because the roundhouse kick and then needs the.
Okay. Tarkus, until I'm free from cruelty, I shall be forever forced to commit it.
I'll do it
Who's
with
me?
me. What
Thank
do
you.
What do you mean by that?
Simply put, every time I end up obtaining something, someone or something else intending to take upon taking from me. My father, my friends, my followers, everything is being cruel towards me. Life is cruel, and the only way I finally reach that brighter horizon is being even crueler than life. I finally obtain what I want. You and I are quite similar in that regard. Using any means necessarily, willing to commit any cruelty necessary for a better tomorrow. Love and hate are two sides of the same coin of cruelty. Those who experience love end up with the result of hate.
No, to me, hate isn't the end of the journey. It is the middle, and only the end if you give up on anything. You've given up on kindness and focus on cruelty to achieve desired kindness. I shall educate you what it is like to never truly give up. I shall show you that love overcomes cruelty.
I love you, all the babe. But quit spewing nonsense. You show me that your love overcomes cruelty. What about Kurumi? You say you didn't save her. You ended her. You showed her cruelty to the 18th degree. Cut her down because her misery and pain didn't agree with your agenda of false positivity. I shall educate you of what is true. And the difference between what is true and what is delusion. Dreams are just positive delusions after all. Nepgear. Don't talk to Uzume like that. Uzume and I will defeat you and render your hopes and dreams inert. Interesting wording. Thank you. You'll fail and you'll have to answer everyone's scorn of your failure. Tarkus, go ahead and try. The only results you'll experience is despair.
Not if I have anything to say about it, Tarkus. I must admit, I slightly admire you. I saw your fighting style. Must also admit, I've never seen anyone with such precision yet brutality. If I didn't have my own bias for Onei-chan and Nepgear, I might even be interested in joining you. Yet while I have Onei-chan and Nepgear, I shall know that I'm on the right path.
Tarkus thinking to himself, I've got to watch out for Uni. She does use a gun, and even if I die, if I'm shot, that's no good. Tarkus immediately started by grabbing Uni's face and throwing her with full force outwards onto the ground. Okay. Once Tarkus turned his face to see Uzume and Nepgear shot. Just like a shark, Tarkus ran towards Nepgear and spin kicked Nepgear in the chin. Uzume angrily responded with a brutal right fist into Tarkus' abdomen, who coughed up a little bit of blood. Tarkus countered with a right uppercut to Uzume's chin, and he followed it with a headbutt to Uzume's nose in quick succession. Tarkus ran towards Uzume to drive his knee into her face. I thought you were going to say somewhere else, but hey.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But Uzume caught his knee and smiled. With a lightning... Tarkus surmised as to why, and immediately went to counter Uzume's intention by grabbing a rock and throwing it at a recovered Uni sniper, redirecting the bullet's direction. How the fuck is he that quick? My boys are like...
Look, it's an instinctual reaction, and what happened is that instead of directing it at the bullet, he threw it instead in the direction of the sniper, which is why it was phrased like that.
Ah.
So he already knew where the sniper was, just not the bullet.
Then Tarkus then grabbed Uzume into a headlock and threw Uzume as hard as he could into the ground, and followed it with a fast fist to their nose. Nepgear nailed a nasty slash against Tarkus' back. Et-tu, Nepgear. Et-tu. Oh god. Taking advantage of blind spot, Nepgear got smashed into the jaw with a spinning back fist for her troubles. Tarkus. Shit! This fucking hurts! I ain't giving up. There's nobody praying for me. Tarkus threw a rocket at Uni's face, nailing Uni in the left eye. Nepgear, Uni, that's it, I'm done playing around! Oh, yes. Nepgear turns it to Mark 2 HDD. Tarkus, that's right. That's my Nepgear. Oh, no. I'm probably gonna read this like a perv. That's right, Reach your inner darkness. struggle your damnedest to cut me down and sell your soul to the deed in order to become powerful enough to take me down. The conqueror lives.
Humongous would be proud.
Yes. Yes. And meanwhile, in World of Warships, there's actually a HMS Conqueror, so yay!
Nice.
Yeah, the Conquec, we call it.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
Yeah. Nepgear with the codes there. Magical beam launcher. Tarkus barely avoided the blast of pure energy, sweating a drop of sweat in sheer gratefulness that he avoided being hit.
Alright, to herself. Time to kick it up a notch. If I don't buckle down and get serious, Nepgear won't be able to hurt him. Let's do this! Uzumate turns into Orange Heart. Whispers to Nepgear, hey, I have an idea for a combination attack.
Huh. Nepgear whispers back to Uzumate. What is it?
Buy me a little bit of time. If you can buy me enough time to get next to his ear, I can use my megaphone and shout to burst his eardrums to disorient him long enough to not be able to dodge the next magical beam launcher. Once we achieve the plan, we've won.
Tarkus, you seem intent on disrespecting me. After all, you've been whispering about something, but you basically spell out your plan out loud. Do you really think you can pull off your plan against me of all people?
Yes, I do. It is because I have the love and support all around me that we will all defeat you. You're small, Neptune, by the way.
Okay. You know it, Uzi.
You know what, Uzi, buddy?
Okay.
I highly doubt I'll ever
Yeah,
get
he
to
could
enjoy
do it.
playing
Okay.
ever again if he influences a weirdo.
Alright.
It is quite clear by how you fight us that you have complete god complex. This world's not for you to destroy.
I know that could be a reference to fucking, I know, like, 5 years ago, fucking Omni-Man didn't it? But, yeah, this world is not yours to conquer.
That wasn't even intentional. Holy cow, that's actually impressive. Anyhow.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Tarkus, my old world said the same thing. Yet a world that is already spiraling out of orbit into its own self-destruction due to my manipulation. So I dare you to try. Noir.
I'll do that. I'll do that one.
Okay.
With
Thank
enough
you.
of us here united against you, there's no way you can win. No matter how strong, how brutal you are, there's no way you can defeat so many people.
Indeed, Desua, against several Megami, ones that are extremely angry, myself out of all Desuna. Oh god, the cringe.
Hey. She talks like that in Japanese, and so
Yes.
does Kurumi. Okay, so give me a break.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
No worries. I just clean. Okay. There are millions upon yeah.
Upon millions upon a millions upon a millions upon a millions upon a millions.
Yes, there are millions upon millions in my own country alone. And that would be one less than a million then. They themselves couldn't stop me. But what makes you think only few CPUs can handle someone untouchable as I?
Yo, blonde.
What?
Where are ya, Lida? You're blonde.
Lida exited the call.
Ah.
He's having connection issues again.
God dang it. Alright.
You're really arrogant, Tarkus. I cannot wait to put you in your place. Oh god.
Famous last words, right?
I cannot wait to put you in your place, boy. Grabs the whip.
As long as we have the power of friendship, you cannot defeat us.
We're all also awesome because we're friends. It is somewhat easy to make friends, and it is incredibly difficult to keep them. All too easy to destroy them, whether from outside or from within. The fight started with all CPUs and candidates going HDD immediately. Neptune started with an attempt at a critical edge, whilst probably drinking the Hendrix gin named Neptunia. Piece of shit. She's a piece of shit for doing that, but hey. However, it was countered by Tarkus holding the flat of the blade to the ground after stomping on it. And which verts followed by an attempt at a spiral break. But with the first spear, pardon me,
No.
thrust, Tarkus countered by pulling the spear in, and Vert as a result, and drove his elbow into Vert's nose. Then for added impact, just smashed the spear into Vert's gut, probably causing a hemorrhage. Blood jumped in the air and brought a hammer down hard, aiming to smash Tarkus' head into mush. Yet Tarkus would counter by leaning his head back and redirecting the hammer to smash Neptune's sword in two. Then he took advantage of Blonde's surprise with a groundhouse kick to the jaw. Then Tarkus then jumped a rum headbutt her so hard that it gave her a concussion. What did I fucking tell you? Noah then tried to impale Tarkus with her own sword, yet she so easily redirected the blade with a single kick. Teat. Sorry. Ha! I made Tarkus a trap. Thank you.
No, I'm saying yet he so easily.
He so easily redirected the blade with a single kick into cutting deeply into Neptune's shoulder. Whilst Noir was dealing with guilt and horror, Tarkus smashed his elbow into the back of Noir's head and summarily hit her with a pile driver, which gave her a stinger. How the fuck did you get a pile driver? Oh yeah, you could easily have written, smashed her head, the back of head in with her elbow and proceeded to rape her while she was unconscious.
No, not that pile driver. The wrestling move pile driver, you fuck.
Oh yeah.
Basically,
yeah, go on. Ram interject, yeah, go on.
So, basically, hits her in the back of the head with her elbow, moves her around, puts her in pile driver position, hits a pile driver.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
True. Yeah. Yeah, me being a perv. Fuck.
I don't.
Ram interjected with a nasty strike to Tarkus' kidney. That stone probably came out. The second strike that forced him to cough out a little bit of blood. Probably drop a fucking stone. Tarkus in a quick manner nailed a right uppercut to Ram's jaw and began choking her throat with grip strength. As Ram was close to passing out, Uni gave save with a sniper shot to Tarkus' kidney. That kidney stone. I wonder.
Brings a whole new meaning to kidney stone, right?
Yeah.
Enjoy this. Enjoy this kidney
go on.
stone of a bullet.
A 50 cal.
Right.
Yeah. This was the first time that Tarkus was in peril. It brought Uzume enough time to bring Uzume face to face with Tarkus in close quarters, which was the first time that Tarkus realized the modicum of panic. Uzume raised her megaphone with a cutesy wink and shouted as loud as she could into Tarkus' face, which disabled Tarkus long enough for Nepgear to nail a full magical beam blast at Tarkus. It generated tons of smoke, from making explosive contact, but Uzume collapsed from the sheer pain and exhaustion. Nepgear is finally over. Our losses were minimal and our friendship won out.
Now, keep in mind that he does have transform states, and I'll be voicing those.
Okay.
Excuse me, who are you idiot to try and write me off so easily?
To everyone's shock, out of smoke emerged a beautiful girl reminiscent of God Eater, but with navy blue eyes and silver hair, and a black trench coat with grey fox fur. Definitely a profile of a school shoe.
Hey, it's something I would believe that IF would wear, so. Yeah.
Yeah, school shoe IF. That.
She does have a gun. I'm just saying. Yep. I imagine that in IO's head,
You know that certain song that would play in the background?
All
the little kids.
I knew you would get it. God damn it.
The fucking kids with the fucked up
kicks. You better run, outrun my gun. God damn it.
Pat. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, good.
Enough of me joking around, though. I have to admit, all of you gave me a little bit of a run for my money. Your biggest mistake was to allow me more than 5 seconds for me to be able to see. If I have enough time to see and respond, I can easily transform into this HDD form to completely heal myself. By the way, that's actually a reference that one of the games had that error where you could actually like heal yourself by going HDD. It was,
Interesting.
I believe it was either an equipment or something like that, but that basically if you were able to transform into HDD, you would be able to heal yourself. Anywho, not bad. Using a combined smart and strategic hardcore effort to even put me in this corner. Nepgear, Uzume, I applaud your leadership skills, and if it were anyone but I, you would have won. Nay, even I. If I had not had the ability to go HDD, I would have lost. Unfortunately, you were only playing standard chess with me whilst I was playing 4D chess against you. That is simply the truth of our strategic levels. If you were clairvoyant enough to understand me, you would understand the futility of your own efforts. I have this card and many more in my sleeve. The fact that you even brought me this far is commendable. Yet not even the most hacked power in existence, known as the power of friendship, combined with brilliant strategy, can crush me.
Everyone else. ... Yes.
This is where the comedy scene comes in. Did I say something too absurd of your comprehension?
Neptune. Well, it isn't the absurdity of your power, or even your 3D 5 transmit. Yeah.
And is that
Transformate,
do you not remember that 4chan meme? Where in
3D.
well, it was like an evolution of the too deep for me.
Ah.
I didn't realize that my meme was that obscure.
Okay. Yeah, 3D 5 transformation that makes me so slack-jawed. Or do I really have to say it? But it is just so hard for us to process a guy transforming into a girl by simply going HDD, listener.
Ignoring the fact that non-CPU can even go HDD in the first place.
Neptune, dude, you have some messed up taste, man. Oh god, I'm gonna go.
Gotta go what? You alright, man?
Like, yeah, I'm good. Just readjust myself on my chair. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Dude, you have some messed up tastes. Are we going with the assumption that we are going on with the transformation gender bend trope to balance out a male villain? Wait, have we submitted to the feminists?
You okay, man?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just like, have we submitted to the feminists? I wonder why. You put that in.
Yeah.
To Meta Neptune, also not PC, also not cool.
As if
Blonde.
I ever could adhere to those 1D pieces of garbage. Not even you can understand the meta, Neptune, behind this transformation. Not like you'll need to. You'll find out here in a second.
Meru vanishes for a moment and appears right in front of Neptune and smashes her fist so hard into Neptune's face. Neptune flew over 30 yards out in the air. Then, with equally impressive speed, Meru single-handedly silenced the other 3 CPUs. Where was it? Nepgear went for a slice against Meru's neck, yet Meru used her sheer hindsight to catch the blade with her back and turned and brought the sword into nail Nepgear with a nasty sidekick.
Super kick.
Super kick, sorry. My bad.
No worries. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. With an evil smile, Meru appeared in front of Uzume and intended to kill her with every bit of effort she could muster into nasty roundhouse kick aimed at Uzume's temple. Uzume instantly blocked with her right wrist. Uzume avoided that arm's injury thanks to a visual radio, which sent her flying though. Adult Nep teleported behind Meru with one of her twin swords aiming to slice Meru's head off from the neck. Meru ducked by doing the splits, dodged the other twin sword aimed downwards at Meru by doing a backwards roll towards Neptune and nailed a Pele kick at Adult Neptune's temple. Meru then felt Adult Nep felt Adult Nep down there and blew in Adult Nep's here. Meru licked Adult Nep's. Okay, this is getting perved.
I don't know.
Okay,
It's done for a reason.
It's clear at this point there was no way in game industry graveyard that any of them would be able to defeat Meru. She figuratively treating them like toys, especially trying to sexually assault, and I don't know. I would do it.
Well, that's the thing. She was like clearly toying with Neptune and sending that scene.
Yeah, right.
Neptune!
Tasty.
Neptune, if we don't take this seriously, we might not survive. I think defeating her is flat out impossible, period. So, for now, we must prioritize escape, so we can strengthen ourselves to defeat her.
It pains me to admit it, but you're essentially entirely correct. Meru is beyond our scope of power.
Why is it that women only respect and acknowledge women only? The moment I enter this form is when you start treating me seriously.
Blonde, are you kidding me? We've taken you seriously from the start. It is just that the difference went from being in true fear of you to true awe of your strength. It has nothing to do with you going from male to female.
I don't seem to buy that. If anything, you're more friendly with this form than my original.
You're entirely right, Meru.
Also blonde.
Blonde. Yeah. Blonde, but you're entirely right. But the reverse is also true, Desna. Most males don't treat females with equality either. At least not alpha male. We run on emotions. Males run on logic. This is inescapable, no matter how much we may try to intimidate the opposite side. This seems from the fact that we simply treat things that we know and understand better than that in which we don't know and distrust.
Sounds arrogant, esoteric, and human to me. Hardly fitting of Regal CPUs and their candidates. As if you're qualified to discuss qualifications of being a Megami. How did you even reach that form? What do you represent? Now you're asking the right questions. It is quite simple. I don't represent a standard console. I represent the emulators. The console with no official form, entirely digital, highly adaptive, highly flexible, yet highly powerful. Not to mention the power of delusion completed the creation of my HDD form and more.
Lon, you're basically a staple of piracy.
No, the difference between piracy and emulators is that none of the aspects of emulation are harmful to the industry. Unlike the contrast between hardware and software, there's no monetary loss to emulators. Sure, there's no gain, but there's no loss either. Piracy means that the developer company works are sabotaged. But even then, that only applies to officially endorsed gaming companies. Often, indie developers thrive upon piracy and emulation, especially since people wouldn't really know the difference between a AAA title and an indie title if they're all run through emulation. If anything, money is the problem with gaming. We are all a slave to money, a slave to it. The world's greatest evils are the fact that we covet money. The world can't exist without money. Y'all are just unwilling to do so. You're stuck to your rocks and paper. However, in a world run by emulators, there's no money involved, just programming and numbers. So if anything, emulators are the future of all gaming. Do you really believe in such fallacy? If anything, emulators are the extinction of gaming. As if the words of a slave ever stir my own heart, we will never reach an accord. Unfortunately, even if you are correct, then you have even more reason to fear me. Whether I'm correct or you are, you still lose.
I've had enough. I've admired your writing style, the personality behind your works, even your vile tenacity throughout this whole ordeal. I admire your honesty, your lack of societal acceptance in your work. After that speech, all respect goes out of the window from me to you.
Typical false elitism for a slave to condemn those who don't conform. Don't you understand that this is mere societal conditioning? That your holier than thou acts and words only commit cruelty and suffering for the downtrodden? Of course not, because you only care for yourself and those who are an extension of yourself. The first tactic anyone ever uses against those who contradict their opinions is to simply apply group bully tactics, filled with gullible yes-men who will serve as your group buffer. It is simple fear tactics against the notion of a group greater than yourself being an enemy. So, what happens when a superior species who doesn't fall for said tactics comes along? The death of false elitism. Sorry, let me redo that. The death of false elitism. Consoles are hereby dead. So do I declare.
The CPUs immediately enter Neps. Meadow then uses her speed to try and nail Neptune with a knee to the gut. Neptune, dimensional slash! Oh god.
That was
Just as... I know, I just decided to fucking do that. Just as Neptune intoned her attack, Meadow slightly adjusted to where only a third of her knee was cut into whilst slowly building up a nasty spinning back fist with enough torque that the back fist busted up the side of Neptune's forehead.
Neptune!
Noir then rained down her swords towards Meadow, who did a few flips in order to dodge, who fell right into the dual trap of magical beam launcher and the Blast EXE attack of Next Blonde. Meadow suffered the consequences of severe burn damage.
You think I'm in a corner?
Then Meadow saw herself surrounded by a sphere, surrounded by many spheres. Spears, sorry.
No worries.
Infinite Spear! Those said spears nailed insane amounts of holes into Meru's body.
Amazing. Just amazing. This is fantastic. Why can't the people of my world work together like this? Why can't the people of my world come even close to defeating me? Is it because you're CPUs? Or is it because of your love for each other being stronger than those of regular people? You're wrong on both accounts. This is the result of the failure of cruelty. Cruelty is nothing more than a segue to a happy ending. Your cruelty united us even more, and even created new bonds and lily ranks of love. If we didn't face a greater entity, we would never have ditched the societal bonds that make us cowards, and we would never reveal our hearts and guts to each other. For your efforts, I will say this. Thank you very much. It is time for you to meet your end.
Uzume transforms into next form, a form that is a combination of Kurume and Orange Heart, entirely covered in turquoise and navy blue attire. Uzume's next form is a combination of her emotions, finally fully accepted.
Without your statements against cruelty, the Kurome within me never would have stirred. Without the Kurome within me stirring, she would not have appeared within my conscience, as you had just sent me flying. We never would have united as one. I see. Well then, I guess I must single-handedly annihilate everything you have all built up, with one final attack.
Meru went into next form, of which looks like Neptunia but with black hair and navy blue eyes, and CFW Magic's wings and crown. Welcome to Ravenheart, the Eater in the guise of the Conqueror.
Now do you get my foreshadowing about the CFW magic and the Eater in the guise of the Conqueror? I've been foreshadowing that since the start of the tournament.
I see.
While stretching out, man, you guys don't like to make things easy. This is the first time I've taken this form. What? You're all shaking in your boots. How cute.
Neptunia, how can we not? Not only are you able to have a next form, but you look just like me.
To be fair, thanks to the ever-evolving form of emulators, combined with the power of delusion, I can always reach a new form. Next form could be a newborn in comparison to the possibilities of the future. If anything, I could have limitless upgrades. That's the difference between a digital console and a hard console. This is also the absurd levels of malice, tenacity, and resolve that I have. You all brought a knife to a gunfight against me. But you really expect me to come against several nations unprepared? Come on, give a little more credit to my power. I'm going to have so much fun breaking all of you idiots down to the atomic level.
Alright, Miliarthur was me.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no need for that, Ravenheart Summer.
Calm your ego down. Every time you go into this mode, you grow too entrenched in your delusion. Don't forget your purpose in our deal.
Both Miliarthur and Nitro Plus say this right before they betray Neptune and Vert respectively. As Miliarthur impales Neptune in the gut and Nitro Plus sashes into Vert's back in a nasty, vindictive, and the most effective manner possible.
So, the two finalists of the Nep Hunt tournament are the fellow members of the Blonde Club, Miliarthur and Nitro Plus. How would the two of you like to settle this ultimate tournament? Coin flip?
Sounds good to me, Nitro Plus Mercury. Vert while struggling and in pain. Are you serious? After everything we've been through this event, and together, Nitro Plus, you're going to destroy any and all validity with a mere coin flip?
To be fair, you all parody and mock things. Is it not only natural for you to meet your just desserts? What do you call Nitro Plus? Heads.
Tails never fails, baby. The coin was flipped, and it was heads.
Victory 2.
Ah, man, I lost the entire tournament at the end. Nitro Plus, lame.
Turning back into Tarkus.
With that, the tournament is now over. Nitro Plus is the winner. Neptune. If you're going to decide things this way, why have a tournament? What's your true goal? Tarkus, that goal has never changed. No, that has never changed. Permanence, immortality. This tournament was only a means of drastically altering the balance of all dimensions. I'm literally going to make a better improvement of Kurumi's plans. We of the Blanc Club have had a fun time with its drastic cosmetic alterations to this dimension. Not to mention, my plan is invincible. This tournament's true purpose is to ensure that all of you could never hope to halt my plan, since you were all able to halt Kurume's, unlike all of you. What I do better than everybody else is adapt. Nitro Plus, Million Arthur, I shall allow you to give closure. I shall see you in Ultra Dimension. With that, Tarkus used a share crystal to leave Hyperdimension. But, Nitro Plus, why? What happened to your justice? Your anti-piracy was well renowned in all of Leanbox. How did that devil get in your ear and your heart?
He showed me the consequences of my actions, and enlightened me how sociopathic the pursuit of justice is. He showed me that my just actions are just a societal peacocking. That while I benefited from my so-called just actions, there are always going to be more who suffer than those who benefit. I shall follow Tarkus to the ends of the earth. A cruelty-free world sounds nice. One where one is guaranteed actual justice. Thank you for the companionship, but this is where our friendship ends. One last thing. If you were only aware that I considered you a big sister figure, you would never feel a need for a little sister ever again. Yet like all idiot main protagonists, you're dense as hell. Goodbye, Greenheart.
Neptune, what's going on, Million Arthur? Why did you join up with Tarkus? Where's Chikama? Where's God Eater? Was our friendship a lie? Million Arthur, no, our friendship wasn't. And isn't a lie. If anything, when we first met, it was exactly how Chikama portrayed it. I followed you. Because I loved a cute girl like yourself. Yet I cannot be proud of the perversion this dimension has become. Yet now you've chosen Noah, and polyamory is foreign to all of you. It is clear to me that you have no room in your heart for me. So the logical next step is for me to move on. As to where Chikame is, well, she's in a better place. I'll leave that up to your imagination to figure out, Neptune. Nitro Plus did the same to that other cutie, leaving God Eater in a better place. I shall make this entire universe better for everyone involved. Then, come back to claim you as my complete and utter property. Later, Neptune. And with that, Million Arthur and Nitro Plus teleported themselves out with a share crystal as well.
That is... What do you think of that ending?
Boy, that is pretty fucking good. Yep. I think we can end our podcast because it's getting late.
Yeah, but
It's a good place to end it.
But once the podcast and video ends, I do want you to listen to a theme song that I was going to be using for like the ending credits of that arc. So, thank you all. Before we do the Snake Eater ending, thank you all for watching. Definitely Oh, by the way, the song
Snake Eater, yeah, from last time too.
well, that's for the outro, but the
Okay.
Do you see the one, the third one down for the video? Yes, that's the one that is what I would use, and honestly, it's a good song. But ladies and gentlemen, this is in fact the end of the first chapter. Episode 2 has completed the first chapter of the fanfic. The next time we do a reading like this will be for the next chapter. Thank you all for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like the video. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do a repetition anymore of that stuff. I'm just gonna say that people have watched enough YouTubers as is, so they're typically aware of what the general social is. It's like, subscribe to my Twitch this, or sorry, follow my Twitch this.
Nah.
Follow my Twitter.
Please like and subscribe, and please come around to my channel too. Don't leave me alone, please.
I'm not.
I'm just saying it for.
I left the channel in the description of the video.
Okay.
Unless you're Taylor Sadler, please go and say hi and give my buddy Grass Zeppelin.
Wait, if he comes in yeah, I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it.
And definitely can give both KMS Lita, give my buddy Grass Zeppelin both a like, a view, a subscribe, and if you enjoyed it, continue going on. We're gonna do the snake. I'm gonna do the Snake Eater outro. Then after the Snake Eater outro, I'm gonna play the song for him that I was going to use for the ending credits. Thank you all for watching.
All right.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Oops.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive for the day.